Wow, I'm teetering on a precipice. It's swinging around. Right. Fucking hell, I haven't made one of these for a while. I'm still bonkers. Don't worry. So I took the trouble of getting you settled before this. You don't go that way because you're going to fall off the bed. He does not have an awareness of gravity and its effect upon him, it seems. Anyway, yeah, all I've been doing is riding my bike and dancing in town. It's amazing. It is amazing. It's continuously met with such a fucking happy vibe. Literally. It was also on those 2 days where everyone was against everyone going to Bournemouth Beach. And it was like, well, mate, I was there. It's not as bad as what they were saying. One area of it was, one little bit was. There was old Bill down there, yeah. But then there was like 90% of people social distancing and fucking queuing up for things. And, you know, there was people saying, oh, well, all the facilities are closed. No, they weren't. So the council can pretty much, they opened everything. And I said, well, we couldn't help it. Council made a lot of money off of that weekend, and they're the ones saying how terrible it was. So it wasn't that terrible because I live here and I was there. Anyway, it was, what they've done is they've attacked the happiest part of the country because everyone was in a really good mood. It was a really, really good couple of days, but like the whole week leading up to it. When have I not gone in the last 3 weeks? About 3 days, I think. I went yesterday, not for that long, because I went down to see if they wanted help. Yeah, I had 2 days off, that was it. And then I went down to see if they wanted any help with the clean-up. Or was that 1 day off? I think it might be 1 day off. That was it. Yeah, I had 1 day off. That was when I read about how they'd done the clean-up. And I was like, fucking hell, I was there like an hour or two earlier. I didn't know we were going to do that. I would have volunteered. So then I went down yesterday to see if there was anything left. But it's, well, you know, it does attract a lot of attention, which is cool. But again, it's like as soon as people stay a bit too long or start talking to me, it all goes wrong. And I just become the weirdo again. And I'm like I don't expect normal from me. Stop it. Stop treating me like a normal person. It doesn't work. It doesn't fucking work because you end up going, and you get all fucking confused because you were expecting normal. I haven't done anything wrong at all. I've just been me. That's the thing. If you're going to keep insisting on fucking normal, well, then you need to treat me as if I am. Don't treat me as if I'm weird and then tell me that we're all normal. It doesn't make sense. Because you don't treat me like I'm normal. You treat me like I'm weird and different. Fuck all to do with what you say and what you think in general about society. When it comes down to individuals, that's when you see it. That's when you see it, and it gets, yes, he's such a cuddly lump, look at him. He's literally, he's got his legs akimbo, and pretty much his bits, although they're quite concealed on the cat. But you see, they're just splathered on me. That's the other thing, my brain will not fucking stop inventing words. And that's almost what I'm escaping from when I'm dancing. It's like, she leathered at him with inclement houst and shit like that. It's writing stories of words that sound as if they could be English, so not total gobbledygook. You know, like, don't be so imploniment. With violent haste, he scuffled up the grundy and fucking doesn't stop. It's funny, but it doesn't fucking stop. And I've also concluded that mornings are rubbish. Hang on a minute. What's that? Yeah. Doing it live. I'm doing it live. may I just say that this is a controlled medication, which means that you will get reminded of that every time they fuck up your meds. That's what that means. They'll tell you that something that you've been on for years is a controlled medication when you know that, and they tell you every month, as if you don't know it. This is a controlled medication, you know. You have to sign both boxes because it's a controlled med. Like, yes, I know it's a fucking... That's like junior pharmacists who've had that fucking rammed into them about how fucking important it is. Like, I know it's a fucking controlled med. But I think that there's a couple of mornings I've been late with that. But it didn't fucking help yesterday. It's like while I'm doing it, it's almost like my entire fucking ADHD overthinking has just become some weird as fuck novel that doesn't make any sense, which is written almost in the sense of, like, you know, quite Elizabethan, like prithee tell and all that sort of shit. But they're just words that aren't words, but don't sound too stupid. Like glunk doesn't really sound, you know, it's a, you know, but, you know, elicitant and phenatite. Just stuff like that just sound like words. They sound like they could be words. If they weren't so elicitant in their phonemetry. So I can't actually say them. My brain makes them up fucking rapid. It makes up really fucking weird ones. I just sort of pause and then because I find myself about to say a normal word with evident gibe. Like an infident wump. And then it just more, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Stop it. And, you know, that it's times like that when it just becomes hilarious for people to tell me to meditate and tell me this and tell me this. Do you think I don't try these things with all my fucking might? Meditation's basically fucking pointless. I don't think I've ever been able to manage more than about a minute or so. That's all I can ever do. And that's fine. That's all you can do. You know, it's because I am quite a perfectionist with it, you know. A lot of people would say, you know, let your head chatter. That's what they tell you in hypnosis, let your head chatter. And I can kind of do that with it, where I'm under my thoughts physically. But, you know, it's like, well, you know, and also long term, has it had any effect on my temperament? No. Do I still do it regularly? Yes, because I'm told to. Not doing it with a fucking, oh, this isn't going to work attitude, because that would be the next thing I always get accused of when I say it doesn't work. This is my attitude towards it, and it's not developed an attitude towards it. What I've developed an attitude towards is the insistence that it works by people who, because it worked for them. Then it's got to work for everyone else because it worked for me, and then they tell you that life's only a perception. You think, well, yeah, that's what you're expecting my reality. You were supposed to be expecting me to accept my reality to be your perception of my reality. And that's where all the trouble starts, when you're schizotypal. Darling, thank you very fucking much. Don't tell me that things aren't fucking real. Don't tell me that things aren't fucking real when they're real, because I freak the fuck out, and that's when I start acting out. And that's when everyone tells me I'm just being stupid. He said with a fluffle of his featherant locks. He just looked at me, didn't you? Me. Very me-orientated. But his little face there and grabs him with his paw like that. Captain Cuddle Paws, I call him. Because he does cuddle with his paw. Oh, you little snozzle flufton. Med flyften shoftet, ist meinen floftet. Oh, mate, you're just so lush. Oh. Yeah, he's still cool. He gets this every day because he deserves it. He now looks for it. It's this sort of time. It's like between 9 and 10-ish. He gets all sleepy and lovey. And quite often, he's my meditation, actually. I can just meditate on him. Oh, fucking hell, 10 minutes already. Blimey. I'm supposed to better shut up. But yeah, I think that basically I'll probably make another one because I haven't for ages. But I really do not know what the fuck is wrong with my head. I know that this biking thing is a coping strategy, but it's almost, quite a lot of people are recognising me and stopping and asking me and stuff. I'm just saying, this is just me. This is what I'm doing at the moment. This is pretty much my life because it's just working so very nicely. Like while I'm there, I'm just creating a stunning stival of Rillaton. Yeah, a big ball of energy, and it's lush, and I'll talk about it more in the next episode.